Hey book nerds, I'm Travis and this is Travis Reads Books. Today I'm doing the rapid fire booktuber tag and I have special guest Sarah to come do it with me.
Hi.
So I'm going to read the questions and you're going to give the answers and then you can read the questions for me.
Okay.
Ebook or physical book?
Physical book, hands down. I do read ebooks, but I like physical books better.
Paperback or hardback?
If I'm buying, paperback. But if I'm just borrowing from the library, it doesn't matter as long as I get the book.
Online or in-store book shopping?
In the store, I love to browse.
Trilogies or series?
Series, definitely. The more books, better.
Heroes or villains?
Heroes. I'm a heroes kind of girl.
A book you want everyone to read?
So this was really hard. I think Anne of Green Gables. I know it's a girly book, kind of, but it's so fabulous. I just love Anne.
Recommend an underrated book?
The Girl from Everywhere. It's a YA novel. It's only recently come out. It's really good. Strong female lead, adventure, a little bit of mystery. It's really quite good.
The last book you finished?
The Curse of Chamlin.
The last book you bought?
The Curse of Chamlin.
The weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark?
It's a very strange question. A bus ticket? Like, I usually have a bookmark.
Used books, yes or no?
Used books, yes, definitely.
Top 3 favorite genres?
Okay. Fantasy. Love fantasy. Sci-fi. And speculative fiction. As in things like Handmaid's Tale, Margaret Atwood type stuff.
Borrow or buy?
Borrow. I believe in borrowing. I know, I'm a librarian. Kind of figures. It's not that I don't buy books. I do buy books. But borrowing is the best.
Characters or plot?
You can't have one without the other. If you have a good plot but sucky characters, that's not going to work. If you have good characters but no plot, that's not really going to work either. You need both.
Long or short books?
If it's got a good story, that's all that matters.
Long or short chapters?
I really don't understand this question.
Name the first 3 books you think of.
First 3 books I think of. Perdition by Anna Guire. The Hobbit by Tolkien. And The Rowan by Anne McCaffrey.
Books that make you laugh or books that make you cry?
Laugh, hands down. I do not want to cry when I'm reading a book.
You don't like sad stuff.
I don't. I don't like sad movies. I don't like sad stuff at all.
Are world or fictional worlds?
Fictional, hands down.
Audiobooks, yes or no?
No. I've just never gotten into them.
Do you ever judge a book by its cover?
Sometimes, if it's pretty.
Book to movie or book to TV adaptations?
There's been good ones of both, so it's kind of hard. I'm really loving The Handmaid's Tale right now by Hulu.
A movie or TV show you preferred to its book?
Hunger Games, hands down. The movies meant that I didn't have to listen to Katniss's whining.
Series or standalones?
Series. More books the better. When I get lost in a world, I want to stay lost in that world.
Okay, that's all the questions. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so ebook or physical book?
Both.
Paperback or hardback?
Both.
Online or in-store book shopping?
Both.
Trilogies or series?
Trilogies. I prefer a beginning, a middle, and an end. Series can just go on and on forever, and they're not really telling a coherent story if they're just adding and adding and adding.
Heroes or villains?
Villains.
I knew it. A book you want everyone to read?
The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I think that's a really important book, and it's a really good book.
Yeah, made a huge impact on me. Recommend an underrated book?
A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. It's a really beautiful book, and it kind of gets lost in the shuffle because it's considered a children's book, but it's really for anyone and everyone.
There's nothing the matter with children's books. Children's books are amazing. Says the children's librarian. Let's see. The last book you finished.
The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness.
The last book you bought.
The Court of Thorns and Roses. The last one of those. I don't remember. I bought all 3. They were on sale.
Okay. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark.
I don't know how weird it is, but with hardcover books, I like to take the front flap of the dust jacket and fold it over and then use that as my bookmark. And then I never lose it.
Yep, that's true.
I'm pretty sure I invented that.
I don't think you did. Used books, yes or no?
Yes.
Top 3 favorite genres.
I like dystopian, realistic fiction, and any dark science fiction.
Borrow or buy?
Buy.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, I just like to own. I used to think it was because I like to have a physical copy, but even with ebooks, I just like to own them rather than get them out of the library, which you can do with ebooks too, but I'd still rather just own the ebook.
Characters or plot?
Plot. But really, like you said, you have to have both. One without the other is a terrible book.
Yes, yes. Long or short books?
Short books.
Why?
Because I like to finish the story and get on to another story.
Yeah, see, I like the journey.
No, I love being finished and the excitement of starting something new. Starting a book is my favorite part of reading.
And mine's not. I just love being in that world. Long or short chapters?
Short chapters, because I feel like I'm making progress faster.
Yeah, see, I read really fast, so I would really rather not go through it really quickly.
Yeah, I'm the opposite because I'm such a slow reader.
Name the first 3 books you think of.
The Lord of the Rings.
Well, that is 3 books.
There, question answered. That's a tough one.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
Books that make you laugh or cry.
Cry. I like sad stories. I like emotionally impactful sad stories.
Our world or fictional worlds?
I like to read about both. I assume that's what the question's asking. If it's asking if I would rather live in one or the other, I would rather live in our world than a fictional world. But I like to read about them both. It's about a 50-50 split in the stuff I read.
Audiobooks, yes or no?
No, I've tried. I cannot. I need to see the words. It's like I'm missing something of the author's intent if I'm not reading the words on the page.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you ever judge a book by its cover?
Yes, everybody does. You're lying if you say you don't judge a book by its cover.
Book to movie or book to TV adoption?
I like book to TV because whenever there's a book to movie adaptation, they have to cut so much out to get it in the allotted time. Even Harry Potter, which are amazing movies, there's so much that they had to cut out.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas something like The Handmaid's Tale or American Gods we just finished watching.
Oh, American Gods was so good.
Yeah, and they have space and time to really lay out everything from the book if they want to.
Yeah, it's so true. A movie or TV show you preferred to its book?
30 Days of Night. It's a graphic novel that's it's generic and boring and there's nothing interesting about it, just with these regular everyday vampires. Whereas the movie takes a completely different take on vampires as this ancient society. They don't speak English. It's a completely different story, but I like the movie much better.
That movie terrified me.
Yeah, it's a scary one.
Very fast, scary vampires.
Yeah.
Yes. Series or standalones?
Standalone. Like I said, I just like to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So with series, like, you kind of get an ending, but you don't get an ending. and I'd rather just finish my story and move on to a new story.
I love series. I don't necessarily like series that have a cliffhanger at the end of each book. I like series that take place in the same world. So maybe like it's a trilogy about one set of characters and then a new trilogy about another set of characters, but it's in the same world. A really good example of that would be Raymond Feist's books. Because it all takes place in the same world, and there are some characters that are the same, but not necessarily all the characters.
See, I would be okay with that, because if they're still standalone stories taking place in a shared world.
Yeah, once I'm in a world, I just love to stay there. Yeah.
Well, that was a rapid fire booktube tag. Thanks to Sarah for coming and helping me.
I'm really enjoying this.
Maybe you should start your own booktube channel.
Maybe.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, you can do so in the links below. Thanks to Kate at GirlReading for creating... Hello, Novella. Thanks to Kate at GirlReading for creating this tag. I'll link to the original video in the description. Thanks for watching. Love and respect. See you next time.